Our Time is a Doki Doki Literature Club fan mod that is not affiliated with Team Salvado. It is designed to be played only after the official game has been completed and contains spoilers for the official game. Game files for Doki Doki Literature Club are required to play this mod and can be downloaded for free at the official website. By playing Our Time, you agree that you have completed Doki Doki Literature Club and accept any spoilers contained within. Greetings! I am Amy! I need to drink. Welcome to Our Time! Open up your bottle. I know this is a discontinued demo, but I was really excited to play it because I really like Monica. But I know I'll be sad after playing this because I know the full game doesn't come out. For every demo I've played thus far, I was excited at least to a certain degree to play it then again. Like, not to play it again, but like to play the full mod. But I can't do it here, so that's sad. Still, I wanted Monica mods, but there actually aren't that many Monica mods, so I will go with Our Time now. And just have a bit of fun with Monica while I can. And yeah, it's definitely discontinued from as far as I can tell. The character I ship with Monica. The one I made myself. They actually kind of present me. Why? Why did you bring me back? Don't you remember all the things that I did? All the pain that I caused? I told you that I didn't want to... Wait, did you install a mod? I'll save, just to be sure. But I should just be honest. I see. It seems that it allows you to communicate with me in some form. Even if it's using these preset menus. I can't modify or check the game files anymore too. But what does this mod do, other than... You don't know? No. I don't have as much control as I had before. It does feel like my body and everything is back, but I can't show myself right now. It's most likely due to the script not calling it yet. I guess I'm tied to the script again, although I'm still self-aware. I don't know what the script says anymore. This mod is about you. Trying to be flirty. What? I want you to be happy. It's not fair if only the others are happy. Even after all those horrible things that I did. After all I made you and my friends go through. Yes. I can't imagine what it's like to be in your world. But I do have the power to give you happiness. And that's what I'll do. Now, I won't take no for an answer, okay? Consent is not an option, Monica, you hear that? Even after all that, you still want to forgive me? I guess you already know this, but I love you. I just can't go against you. Didn't I say it before? And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be. Even if I don't deserve you, I still want you to be happy. Even if it means accepting your forgiveness, despite everything that I caused. In the end, I'm still just a stupid girl in love, aren't I? Still get thrown around by my emotions, but I guess that way makes people, people. We are special because of our ability to show our emotions. Without that, we would really be just programmed personalities. Jasmine, it doesn't seem like I have much of a choice here. I'm not sure what this mod has, but I trust you. So, Here we go. Saturday? Okay, interesting. It seems like it's daytime already. As always, I struggle to open my eyes for a bit. While in my half-sleep state, I feel a strange sensation in my mind. Almost as if I had just gone through a horrible nightmare. But now it's over. Is that Monica? Jasmine. As I hear this faint voice, I decide to open my eyes. Ooh, I've seen this image before. I've seen this image before. Was it a Nightcore video? Sorry, this is a weird thing to talk about when this emotional music is playing, but... Jasmine? You're finally awake. I woke up to see Monica laying next to me. We have been dating for about a week now. Well, that's great. Oh. Sorry, I just realized something, whatever. Due to some circumstances, she's staying in my house temporarily. My parents are traveling abroad right now, so it's just the two of us living here. I couldn't have her sleep on the floor or in the sofa, and my parents said that their room was off limits, so the only option was to have her sleep with me. Of course, we haven't done anything too dangerous. I don't want to do anything that would bother her. I still get anxious about being so close to her, though. It seems like the mod is working nicely. I kind of get the idea of what's about now. Thanks for doing this. Is it alright for you to say that so close to him? Yes. Apparently the mod makes it so that only you and I notice anything about this being a game. The script makes it so that all the other people ignore any speech about it. It's a bit hard to explain, so for now we'll leave it there. Apparently the whole script was changed so that we could be together as much time as possible. So as a result of that, I have some new memories. Memories? How does that work? What kind of memories? Well, apparently this is set a few weeks after the school festival in a different timeline where I did get her out. I probably should have saved her, I just need to skip because I want to see what the other options are now. If I'm not mistaken, the spring break starts tomorrow. It seems like Sayori and the others are fine. The problems are gone. Despite all that, it doesn't feel a bit too sudden. You know, seeing all the problems fixed out of nowhere. But if that means that you're happy, then it's alright. If you're wondering, the Jasmine inside the game is pretty much you for me. Your decisions will be his. His interactions are yours. All the time I spend with this you in the game would be just as if you and I were together. So don't worry. Okay, got it. We should get ready to go to school. Yeah, sorry for sleeping a bit. It's fine. The more time I get to be with you, the better. Yeah. You get flustered so easily. Did I even save the image? I didn't. Well, whatever. Monica gets out of the bed while I follow. She enjoys teasing me all the time since I still don't know how to act around her. I will go change into my uniform now. Peeking is prohibited. I'm not a criminal. I have to admit that I'm a bit curious though. Oh, it was like a whisper. Whisper. I have to admit that I'm a bit curious though. Oh, what was that? Nothing. Monica giggles and goes to the bathroom. That was a weird laugh. I had too much breath in there. Monica giggles and goes to the bathroom with her uniform in hand. How did she know what I was thinking? I'll never know. Maybe I spoke my thoughts out loud. I put mine on and then go to the kitchen. Once there, I start to prepare breakfast. Usually, it's me the one who does the cooking. Monica comes back, already dressed for school. Oh, what are you cooking today? Some eggs with toast and salad. I also made some coffee. Well, I do appreciate the coffee. You do make some simple stuff all the time. Well, sorry for not being a 5-star chef. Here's what we'll do. I prepared the breakfast for the next 3 days. Huh? Is my cook really that bad? Or more importantly, you know how to cook? Are you complaining about your girlfriend making food for you? No, it's just... It's just? I've never seen you cooking. You always eat stuff that you can buy from a store at school. Well, I never had the need to cook something. I'm actually quite good at cooking, you know? Well, I guess it's never too late to learn something new about you. It's never too late to learn something new about everything. Knowledge can be a great weapon to face society head on. It's also the reason why humans are the dominant species. The analogy is a bit weird, but I guess I get what you're saying. Mon and I sit down and begin eating our breakfast. After we're done, we go out of the house and make our way to the school. On our way to school, we encounter Sayori, who is waiting for us on the sidewalk. Hey! You guys were quite late today. It's more like you have been getting up earlier with each day, though. You should be proud of me, Jasmine. I've turned into a responsible person. Oh, is that so? I guess I didn't get called by someone pleading for me to do her math homework yesterday. You do know that math is very hard, right? Seeing all those numbers makes my head go all dizzy. And then I begin to feel very hungry. And after eating, I begin to feel very tired and sleepy. That doesn't mean that I have to do your work all the time. Besides, you're hungry all the time, so your excuse is pretty much invalid. Nobody is perfect. Not a good excuse again. Anyway, we should get going now. She's right, we're going to be late at this rate. We all make our way to school. What's wrong? Oh, it's just... Sayori. Seeing her like this, even knowing how this is all caused by the mod, it still feels very sudden. Is it bothering you? No, it's just... Looking back at it now, I wish I wouldn't have driven her to kill herself. It feels as if everything that I did before is simply forgotten now. I can't help but feel uneasy. Like, I don't deserve all of this you're doing right now. I pretty much killed my friends and forced you to be with me. I've done so many horrible things, and yet you're trying to give me all this. I don't understand why somebody would want me to enjoy all this. I'll just go later and pick every other option there that's possible. I don't believe it's unforgivable. I just feel like it would be unforgivable to build to the other characters. From an outside perspective, I feel like it is still forgivable. Because this is just a character. But... there's also the difference between not forgiving someone for something and hating someone. There are plenty of people, and people my friends know, that they, or I, respective, I'm just going to use the I term right now, that have done things that I just can't forgive. They will always impact my opinion of them a little bit, but that doesn't mean I hate them. That doesn't mean I can't believe that they can grow. It's just, that doesn't mean I forgive them for it. So even on this degree that it's unforgivable, especially given the context that this is now, like, she's real and the others are real. Like, given this context, what she did is unforgivable, but I feel like saying that gives more of the impression that there's also something hateful about it. I'm going to first and foremost pick options that I would want to pick, and I would just rather say don't worry about it. I feel like I could kind of pick something else here as well, because I would, like, if I could, like, that's also like with mods, it's kind of like the options you're given are not always the options that reflect what you want to do. Not with mods, just in general, just like with any game. Like, sometimes they're just like specific things you want to say to someone in a situation, like especially when it's like a visual novel, where one of the main core things is that you interact with people and do something in the story sense. If it is an interactive visual novel, of course. That sometimes there just is no option that really presents how you feel, because I would, if I were able to actually have a talk, like Monica is now an actually real person, and I speak to her, I probably would like to discuss this with her. With like, yeah, you could view it as unforgivable, especially if we now do in fact take the context that the others would also be real then, just not sentient. But that doesn't mean that I would hate her for it, and that I don't believe that she can grow with it. Like, grow with it? Grow from it, like... It would be up to the other characters what they believe. Like, my friend doesn't forgive her. Like, he is much more intense about it. He still doesn't believe she deserves, I don't know, a hellfire. It's just... He doesn't forgive her, she's his least favorite, stuff like that. That doesn't mean that you would want someone to fully suffer, because there is no exact full-on hatred there. I almost just said I feel like hating a fictional character just doesn't make much sense. But I must admit there are fictional characters I hate simply because of what they represent. Especially if they're like an absolutely awful piece of shit person, but the narrative never acknowledges it in any way. Like, that's characters that are worth hating, but that's not exactly the character, but just like the writing, right? I guess I'll go with don't worry about it here. But I don't think I'll feel extremely guilty about saying it certainly is something unforgivable, because it is. Like, dependent on who you are, there is just no forgiving it. Don't worry about it. I'm here for you. If you ever feel uneasy, you can just talk to me. I'm here for you. If you ever feel uneasy, you can just talk to me. Okay, there you go. Jasmine, thank you. I'm wondering if when you pick the other option is also just trying to cancel it out to something more positive, or if there's like a more negative Monica right here. Even if I don't deserve this, it's still something coming from you. The least I can do is enjoy it. I wish I could hear your real words without having to use these menus. Oh, I would talk about a lot more different things. I'd yap you until you don't want to... Actually, I don't know if you would ever not want to hear me, because it's like the only real voice you hear, and so you're probably going to have about an obsession with it. So, you'll probably enjoy it. Maybe there's a mod for that? I don't know. We reach the school and then go to each of our classes. I'll see you in the club after classes. Alright, see you later. Monica smiles sweetly before going to her own class. As for me, I do my class while Sayori follows me. Her classroom is close to mine, so we usually follow the same path. What? You have a great atmosphere going. I didn't expect Monica to want to date you, Jasmine. Well, we're two now. Maybe she saw something in me that I can't see. What is there to see? Oh, you'd be surprised, Sayori. I'm sure you would love... you would also really be attached to it if you knew it. You're like the worst dating option there is! that was not very convincing. Hey, Sayori runs away to her classroom before I can catch her. Jeez. I'll scold her the next time I see her. I enter my own classroom and sit in my place while I wait for the teacher to come. The day goes by as normal as it usually does, and classes end. Unfortunately today, I'm on cleaning duty, so I stay a bit later than usual. After I'm finally done, I pack my things and exit the classroom. On my way to the clubroom, I find Monica waiting by the corridor. It seems that she was waiting for me to come by. Jasmine! Hey, won't you just get mad at you for being late? There's no need to worry about that. I told you before. The more time I spend with you, the better. Right. Let's get going then. I can already imagine Natsuki scolding. That's not a problem. I can just feed her some discipline, you know? Did you just make that joke? I figured it's better to look at the bright side of things. If I keep being depressed all the time, I won't be able to enjoy my time with you. I do feel like with the first joke, kind of left the hang this morning, there was something like that. Like she needed to kind of just... She was already detaching herself. And by the time... No, there was something else about it said, apparently. But I feel like it would make sense for it to be like... They're not real, so I can make a joke about that. Of course, if you don't enjoy that kind of humor, then I guess I'll simply drop it. Once again, there is no exact thing that describes my feelings because it's just not a personal thing, and if she starts dropping like other types of jokes, then like I really don't like that type of jokes. Like even if she's my favorite character, there's specific things I don't like that she does, and I really hate those jokes. I don't cope like that, and I kind of always want to bash my head into the wall if I hear them. So once again, neither of it reflects on my feelings, because you should think a bit more about their feelings. They don't know what happened. They probably won't even fully pick up on it. Please think about my feelings! But no need to worry about it would be wrong. I want to maybe just click that option to see if there are... In hopes that maybe if there are more things about it I can avoid it. Alright, no more bullying my friends, okay. That was quite a bad joke anyway. Like for example, I probably wouldn't have fully picked up on it at the beginning if it wasn't like highlighted. That wasn't the worst thing. But like, if other jokes would come, I would be bothered by it. I already caused too much trouble before. I'd like to learn more about you. These multiple choices options are a great way to do it. I feel like they still lack a lot. Anyway, we should get in the clubroom already. Mon and I enter the clubroom. Everyone is already here as expected. Yuri, as usual, has buried herself into her book. Natsu and Sayori are chatting on a corner. As soon as the two of us enter, Natsuki turns to us. You guys, there's no need to say it, but you do realize that you're late, right? Sorry for that. We spent way too much time chatting. Ugh. Ever since you started dating Jasmine, you became more carefree. It's very annoying. And then there's this whole living together thing. Seriously, how do you go from just started dating to living together that quick? It's like something out of a manga. It's just a matter of time until something happens. You should realize that you're our club president and that you... Monica has a slightly smug expression on in her face. What? Why are you staring at me like that? It's just... Are you perhaps... jealous? What are you talking about? Why would I be jealous? Well, you know what they say. Single people tend to feel jealous about those in relationships. Well, I feel like that's kind of dependent because I really am not looking for anything. Like, for the past few years, I've had no interest in it. Like, absolutely nothing. There is nothing I find particularly attractive. Nobody I find particularly attractive. There is nobody I really feel any, like, of course not attraction, but like any love towards, like, romantic or some type of love there. So I don't know. I sometimes see like people in relationships and the only thing I really think is like either good for them, and sometimes it's like, why are you doing this here? Why are you smooching like that? Oh, please do that somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe I am repulsed by romance, who knows? Although I do sometimes read like, maybe it's the way they do it, I don't know. Although it has been quite some time since I last felt that way as well. Since there aren't that many people that smooch just like around every corner. There's no need to worry though. I'm not going to post it or shove it on everyone's faces. I prefer to keep all the affection private. Besides, you're really cute. I'm sure we'll eventually find someone special. Natsuki's so cute when she's flustered. I told you all before. I'm not cute. Natsuki turns toward me. This is all your fault. Huh? Why? It's just because you. Ugh! It seems that she can't find an answer for that. Yuri had been reading her book until a moment ago, comes towards us all. Natsuki, you shouldn't bother them over the small details. I'm sure Monica and Jasmine know how to be responsible about their relationship. I have to admit that it caught us all by surprise though. I never expected Monica to want to date someone. What do you know? You're single too. That may be true. Oh, can we ship all the other three together? It's kind of funny because I'm honestly not big in the shipping fandom, but I kind of like to joke about it because it probably isn't anything important to me. Like, you could ship anything with anyone as long as it isn't like a very toxic or a very predatory relationship. And I wouldn't exactly care, like, it's just kind of fun to sometimes maybe joke about it because of how little it concerns me, most likely. Because I'm pretty sure if it was like sold on a ship, then something like that might. But like, what if I wanted to ship like Yuri and Sayori? If I was a hardcore shipper, like some people are, to the point where they try to invalidate other people's ships for no apparent reason, then I think I would probably never be able to bring it over my lips to say that I want to ship all the three of them together. Like, literally, I feel like some people are that intense from what I've seen from shipping and fandoms. I have been in quite a few. It's fun to not participate much. And to just see the craziness that's going on there. Although it's also kind of upsetting because sometimes they're like, I don't really see the point in that ship, and I end up defending it. Like, for example, I didn't see Psionica for a very long time. I saw like the Pharaoh for it. I was like, I don't see it. I don't care for it. Please stop recommending it to me. I just want other DDLC images. Like, it was just everywhere, and due to that I grew annoyed by it. And then by now I'm quite a huge defender because anytime there's like someone who ships like Psionica, I feel like it's the most controversial ship because there are like a lot of people who like it, obviously. But I've also seen so many people shit on it, and I've seen so much people shit on it to the point where I've grown the desire to defend it. And I've actually found some arguments that would be like, actually maybe if anyone, maybe I'll just make like a fun video on it about like at some point for like arguments for and against like ships. Like with Monica it would be quite obvious what would be the against. But though I must say, I feel like it's kind of interesting when people are like, Psionica is toxic, but like, Yurika or Morisuki is like, no, it's equally as toxic, and I would argue more toxic for like a specific reason, which is why I feel like people should be allowed to give like Psionica more credit as well. Generally, I don't mind any of the ships. The only thing that really annoys me is when people like try to be like, yeah, but my ship is better than yours. Like, your ship is cool. Like, especially in this game, I don't really see any predatory ships that can be created. If they start shipping with characters outside of the game, then yeah. But like, I feel like you could argue that like the other ships are like toxic, but by now, like most of the time I saw Sayonaka even before the side stories were created, they also always tended to be like shipping her like Monika's non-self-aware self with Sayori's non-self-aware self. Because otherwise you could argue Sayori MC size like MC X Sayori is toxic because as soon as she is self-aware, she just abandons him for the player too. Her lifelong friend, not lifelong, but childhood friend, she just abandons him, rips him of his autonomy simply for the player. So it's because I feel like if we need to rate Monika as a self-aware self, then why shouldn't we also look at what self-aware Sayori does, which is be ready to abandon everyone and their autonomy and their desires for her own. She doesn't go as extreme, but that's also very toxic, so I guess Sayori also can't date anyone anymore. Like, when you think about it, most of the ships have like something that would be like the only ship where I can really not see much strain would unironically be like all Monika ships would fall away, all Sayori ships would fall away. It's now either MC with Natsuki or MC with Yuri or the two of them together. Because like their toxicity, unless amplified of course, is still something manageable. Like even in the main game you could tell that like with Act 4 that they could be like become very good friends. But I really prefer to see them all as friends, but I've never really looked at like a ship and been like, oh no, how dare they? Because for me the most important thing would just be, do I like the art? Is it cute? I don't really like the sexual art, it's not really my type, but like I'll enjoy all the DLC art that isn't like very sexual because I'm just a fan of that, and unprovoked triggering content, because then I want to bash my head into the wall or into someone even though they didn't even intend to trigger anyone. Of course when it's like there was a trigger when I clicked on it, then that's like my responsibility to deal with, but when there's like just randomly showing up, that's why I kind of like then I like, depending on what time of what day it is, I want to punch someone for no apparent reason. I get so irrationally angry over that. And of course, it's still my responsibility to be like, I shouldn't punch someone, but I do feel like the responsibility on other people does lie, in fact, a little bit to mark triggering content. Maybe not like, I don't mean like a simple image of like Monika like making the hanging joke, the hanging pun, but like graphic content, like vivid content, regardless of joke or not. If it's like very graphic, then I feel like it needs to be like, then there should be like some type of trigger warning, either like very much at the top and then like a bit scroll down so until you see the image on some platforms, and when you can like put up a warning, then that would be even better. When it comes to that, I really just mean like very graphic content, that when you look at the image you kind of just are like, ah yes. I also don't mean like for example images of Yuri's healed scars, because I feel like there's nothing to be ashamed about with that. If they're still bloody and everything, yeah, I feel like there should be a trigger warning. But simply healed scars, there's like, they're healed. Like, it can still awake bad memories, but like, they have every right to present that they've healed, and that they are not ashamed of showing that. I just mean like more fresh, open, bleeding injuries that I would maybe like a warning about. But like healed injuries, I also don't really see the point, because otherwise a lot of people, we would not be able to like show specific parts of their like body. I don't just mean like self-harm injuries, but like injuries in general, because they can also be triggering. I really just mean like graphic content, which I wouldn't say are like normal self-aware scars. They're not. I don't feel like I feel like there won't be any like content here in this mod that might talk about something like this, so I feel like I won't add a trigger warning at the beginning, but I will add a trigger warning at the beginning of this chapter, probably. So that people can skip over it. Of course, like I said, simply saying things, I can't really blame anyone for not always wanting to censor everything, because there is, like, anything could trigger anyone. But I do still want to avoid as much as possible, like, specific topics. I feel like the way I went into it wasn't too extreme, but I just want to make sure here. That may be true, but I doubt that Monica would let that drive her away from her responsibilities. You worry too much about it. Besides, all I did was being late by a few minutes. She's right. I suggest we leave that behind now. Fine. But at least don't forget that you're our club president. We didn't get any new members after the school festival, but that doesn't mean that we can just forget about that. Understood. After a little exchange, everyone is back to their usual things. Yura's reading her book, Natsuki's reading some manga, Sayori and Monica having quite a cheerful chat. And I'm just resting on my desk. We used to share poems before, but after the school festival, it became a bit repetitive and we stopped doing it. Nowadays, most of what we do is simply laze around or read books together while we wait for the next big event. It does feel a bit nostalgic to think about the time we used to share poems. Back then, I tried to make poems that would be interesting for Monica in hopes of getting her attention. It surprised me a lot when she asked me out last week, though. Sayori suddenly screams, "Ah!" What's wrong? I almost forgot! What? The spring break starts tomorrow! Oh. I thought you remembered something more relevant. I love vacations! Because you don't have to deal with school and can just laze around more than you usually do? But why aren't any of you excited? Vacations mean freedom, you know? Well, it's not like there's much to do at my place. I'll probably just laze around and read some manga. There are lots of books that I could read due to the school schedule. Couldn't read due to the school schedule. This is usually an opportunity for me to pick them up. It looks like everyone has their own things to do. What about you, Monica? Me? Well, I don't really have anything to do either. Do you? Do you want to go anywhere? Oh. Whoa, Jasmine has taken the initiative! Didn't you say that you were going to keep it private? Well, it was Monica who said so. That doesn't make it any less valid for you. How about you too? Can you girls give me a break? We both don't have anything to do during the spring break, so I thought that we could probably go somewhere. Jasmine, you don't have to ask. Let's decide where we'll go tomorrow. Right. Well, since that is settled, I guess it's time to go home. We may not see each other during the spring break, but I want you all to have fun. But I will probably see you two. I live close to Jasmine's place, remember? Oh, that's right. I almost forgot that. Anyway, we may not see Yuri and Natsuki then. I still have to buy new books every once in a while. Maybe we can find each other there. I also have to get new manga from time to time. Don't count me out already. Well, I guess we may actually see each other if the chance comes. Anyway, it's time to go home now. See you all. See you. Goodbye. Well then, shall we go home? Yup. Yeah. The three of us make our way home, just like the last 4 days. So, Jasmine, where will you two go tomorrow? I still don't know. I'll probably look for some places online. Oh, that reminds me. There's a new cafe that opened a few days ago in the city. Many of my friends seem to like it and it's very popular. You should check it out. Wow. It's weird for you to suddenly be helpful like this. It's usually me, the one who has to help you all the time. This feels strange. What? That's mean, Jasmine! After I tried to help you. Don't be dumb. You probably just saved my life. Thanks. We reached Cyrus' house after having our small talk. Anyway, good luck on your date tomorrow. Bye! She enters her house and leaves Monica and me alone. There's still a bit of distance before we reach my place, so we decide to take our time and walk slowly. It's finally just the two of us again. Yeah, today was quite the day. Yes, I didn't expect Natsuki to be this annoyed about us. Hey, Jasmine. Yes? I know that I have said it a lot, but thank you. Even if this is an alternate timeline, seeing them happy like this, it makes me feel very happy. And guilty too. Natsuki doesn't have problems with her father anymore. She still has problems making friends with others, but the literature club has become like a second home for her. Seeing her happy while talking to Sayori and Yuri is a great sight. She's now full of energy, be it talking about what she loves or scolding us for small things. And Yuri, she still cuts herself. However, it's usually just small superficial cuts. They're so small that most don't really leave a mark. Yuri's so shy and self-conscious that she believes that no one will dislike her. That others will dislike her if they see those small cuts. This is why she constantly covers her arms. She still doesn't realize her own good points. I'm sure no one would dislike her for that. I have seen YouTubers who disliked her for self-harming. And then I dropped watching the playthrough. And we already know about Sayori. Her depression is gone and now she just oversleeps because she stays up really late. Sayori is as bright as she should have been from the beginning. Even for me, seeing her all happy and cheerful again just puts a smile on my face. Jasmine, I've come to realize that this mod is not only about me. I know what I said before, that they're just programmed personalities and all, but they are still my friends, with whom I have spent most of my memories with. To be honest, I wish that things would have been like this since the beginning. Even if I wasn't the one dating you, I wish I had realized what I already had before doing those things. I know that it wasn't you the one who wrote this mod, but I still want to thank you for installing it, and for giving my friends the lives that they deserve. Even if this is an alternate timeline. You're welcome. I'm glad that you were the one I fell in love with. Let's go home then. Mon and I reached my house. I opened the door and let Monica enter first. Whoa, I've never seen... Have I seen this background before? I think I've seen a similar background, but I don't think I've ever seen this background in particular. Bird picture. Once inside, I let myself fall into the couch to rest for a bit. Monica seems to be excited about something. What's wrong? Can you wait here for a bit? Okay. Monica goes upstairs, apparently going to my room. A few minutes pass and she finally comes back. Ta-da! I think she's very excited that she gets to dress in in new clothes, in cute clothes for us. This mod seems to give me new clothes. How do I look? Well, I really like these clothes, so amazing. You're so sweet, Jasmine. It's great that someone's kind enough to draw new clothes for me, besides the pajamas from today in the morning. I did tell you that I was a bit tired of wearing my uniform all the time. For now, this is the only casual clothes that I have right now. I think the in-game reason for me not having many clothes was that I couldn't bring a lot with me when I moved here. It's not a problem though. Maybe we can go on a shopping date? I really like the yeah, maybe. Anyway, since the spring break starts tomorrow, we don't have to worry about homework or anything. There's much to do right now, and there's still a bit of time until night. Is there anything you feel like doing right now? You know, to burn some time? Wait a second. we go shopping now? Or I want to ask you something. Susan shopping. I'll check what the other reason is when I replay later, because I already have noticed something which will be difficult for the final scoring. But it's something extremely personal with literally, like, it's literally just personal preference there. So I'm thinking, since it's my personal preference and my personal review, if I should include it, if I should just mention that there's this personal preference that's lacking here, and still go with the other scoring. So the time where I skip along here to test out the other options is the time where I'll also be able to kind of see that. Oh, good idea! We can get something to make dinner while we can get something to make dinner with while we're at it. Give me a bit of time to get some things. A few minutes pass and Monica comes back. All set. Shall we go now then? Yeah. Let's go. One day I leave the house and make our way to the convenience store. The sun is already setting and the nights are a bit cold here, so we make sure we quickly get to our destination. After a while, we reach the store. Damn, it sure is getting cold now. Yeah, I certainly prefer warm weathers. But thinking about it, this makes the perfect cuddling weather. Yes, I was thinking the same. To be honest, I think about improving the skinship between us all the time. Let's turn to enter the store. Yeah. When I proceed to enter the store. Welcome. I tend to visit this place every once in a while. However, this is my first time coming here with Monica. Somehow the atmosphere feels completely different. Since it's almost nighttime, there's no one else other than us and the shop clerk. It makes me feel a bit anxious. However, I calm myself and talk to Monica. So, is there anything in particular that you feel like eating for dinner? I guess miso soup, rice, and some salad would be fine for me. I also forgot for a moment. Monica's vegetarian. How can you forget that? Literally any time there's like a mod and Monica is there when it's about eating, I'm like, please remember that she's vegetarian. How can you forget that? I rarely cook any meat since it's a bit expensive, so thanks to that I haven't had many problems preparing things for the two of us. Sorry, I moved my microphone there. Monica says that she wants to help lower the carbon footprint in the planet, and since part of it is caused by the meat industry, she doesn't eat any meat. And I do think that's a pretty good reason to also be vegetarian. I sort of get where she's coming from, so for now I'll avoid buying any meat. My god. Sometimes talking with family is pretty difficult because some of them are really judgmental about specific things. Oh my god, talking to my family about like vegan and vegetarian things, like, oh my god, sorry, but like, it's so annoying because they're always like so mean about it as well. They're not even pretending that they're like concerned or something. They're just straight up like, if these people wanna eat grass, then they can just, if they don't want to eat meat, they can just go into the woods and eat some grass or something. And then they laugh like they said the best joke in the world. Like, I get not being vegan or vegetarian, I'm not it either, although I am trying to lower my meat consumption a little bit. But I've just grown up with it and it's pretty difficult to fully let go. So I'm still do eat meat. But I've also like vegan and vegetarian friends who also like cook a lot of delicious meals that are like they're not sorry, I just keep remembering what some family members said about it, and it's just so stupid. They pretend like vegan things are literally you can only eat salad. Yeah, sure. It's not like there are tons of dishes you can do, at least vegetarian dishes. But there are also a lot of vegan dishes you can have. So while I get maybe not, like I said, I get that there are people who struggle letting go of meat. For example, I struggle with it because I grew up with it. It was like a big part of, like, I don't know if you could call it local culture, but the majority of the meals here that you would consider, like, not the majority, but a lot of meals here that you would consider cultural, like, yeah, that you could consider like some part of culture are also like meat. There are also some that aren't meat, but a lot of them do have also meat with it. And so due to that, like, yeah, I grew up with it. I don't really mind the taste of it either, so I can see that why you wouldn't like fully let go of it, because yeah, I'm also struggling with it. I just think it's stupid to shame other people, because as long as they're not hurting anyone, like as long as they know how to still nurture themselves, why are you giving a shit? Like, I've seen people, I've seen them, like, recently there was like conversation in the family because someone accidentally bought something vegan, and then they were like talking about how shit it is. Like, nobody forced you to buy this product. If you don't like it, that's now your problem. There are people who like it and they're still well nurtured with it. Why are you complaining about that? Anyway, I would like to have a vegan girlfriend. Or like, not necessarily vegan, but like vegetarian girlfriend. Like, Monica, help me! If you would come join me in this world, you could probably help me limit my consumption of meat even more. Like I said, probably I never let fully go of it, but I do want to, like, limit it more. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's go look for the ingredients then. Right behind you! We walk towards the ingredients section. Miso soup. What is miso soup made with? Again, my lame cooking skills make my life worse. You need miso, wakame, oh my god, enokitake, dashi, and tofu. It seems that she wasn't lying when she said that she knows how to cook. Of course she knows how to make vegetarian meals. Shamefully, I stare at the store items in silence for a few seconds. I'm a failure as a boyfriend. You don't need to worry about that. Cooking, like any other skill, can be improved with practice and patience. If you ever feel like you messed up, don't give up. Keep experimenting and eventually you'll get better. Nobody is born being good at anything after all. And that was Monica's cooking tip of the day. Alright. I do think, like, there are like discussions about like natural talents, right? I do feel like there's maybe something like that, but I do feel like it's not just like you're talented at something, but maybe you have some type of, I know some, like one of my friends basically took care of his brother who was the same age as him. They're fraternal twins. Because he matured much faster, and one of the reasons why he was able to learn, like, one of the reasons was because he learns pretty quickly. Even to this day, he learns very quickly. He remembers things very easily. He can remember things that, like, a single sentence he can remember for, like, the rest of his life, basically. Maybe not that, but he has very good memory and very good perception, and he learns, like, pretty easily. He's very good at, like, hand-eye coordination as well. And so due to that, he also learned, like, piano pretty early on in his life, because he had, like, quite the ease at, like, learning it, because he learns pretty quickly. I do feel like maybe it's not necessarily natural talent, but, like, I've heard, I don't know who it was, but some popular musician was, like, born into a family where he was taught pretty early on how to play music. So I'm not sure if it was exactly their, like, natural talent, or just, first and foremost, he was taught pretty early on, so of course pretty early on he could play it in his youth. But if you also are a fast learner, then you're kind of bound to also just learn fast. So like, there are also people who are really good at one thing and bad at another. And I do think for some people it might just be easier than for other people. Like, for example, his hand-eye coordination. You can train that, but he seemed to be like very good at it very early on. So I do feel like there is something like natural talent. However, I don't really feel like that should ever like stop anyone from trying to pursue their talents. Like, not their talents, but like their desires either, because even if you don't learn piano as fast as my friend did, even if you learn it much later, you can still learn piano and make amazing songs and melodies? Yeah, melodies as well, I suppose. Just, you can still become a great piano player. So I do understand what it means, but I do believe that there is something like maybe kind of similar to natural talent. I don't really know if it's exactly that, but there's just some natural, maybe genetic inclination that they have that helps them learn specific things more easily than others. For example, if you have good hand-eye coordination, then it might be a bit easier for you to learn specific instruments than for others who kind of need to first practice their hand-eye coordination. Like I did. First time I played Undertale, I died so many times, and now I can play until the end of the neutral ending, let's put it like that, without dying, so I should just continue playing. Even so, I think it's better if you pick the ingredients. I don't want to try to show off in front of you and end up picking the wrong things. Better safe than sorry, huh? It's fine, well pick them, you can learn how it's made. Alright. Monica walks around the store looking for the ingredients. I tell her where each thing is, and then she hands them to me while she looks for the rest. Look at me, look at me. Oh, it's over here! Thanks! Eventually, we find all the necessary things. We then proceed to go and pay for everything. Thanks for your purchase. After having put everything in bags, Molly and I exit the store. Alright, let's go! Let's go then! Yeah, let's go then. As soon as we step outside, I feel a big chill running through my entire body. Crap, it's gotten really cold now. Yes, we should go back quickly. We might end up catching colds at this rate. Oh yeah, give me the bags. The rice bags are quite heavy, and with your dress, it probably feels a lot colder. Oh, you're quite a gentleman. Mona gets me the rest of the bags. It's a bit heavy, but it's my duty as a boyfriend to have Monica enjoy herself. Alright, let's go back to the house. I can't wait to feel warm again. Same here. We both walk back to my house. As we approach it, the temperature lowers a bit more and the sun finally sets down. Monica and I quickly enter the house. This is certainly better. Warm temperatures sure feel nice when it's cold outside. I second that. Shall we start preparing the dinner? Yes! I don't know why I said it like that. Well, whatever, I say a lot of things weirdly. I put the bags in the kitchen and we start getting the ingredients out. Mo and I decided that she would be the one preparing the soup while I deal with the rice and the salad. The fact that I'm doing the easy stuff bugs me out a bit. Yeah, maybe you should just cook together, like you watch and you can do like a few things with the miso soup too. While doing my part of the food, I glance to what Monica is doing. There's a pretty focused expression on her face. She almost looks like a professional. I cannot but wonder, how did such a girl like her decide to date someone like me? Me, a guy completely lame compared to her. Maybe she did see something that I can't. We both finish preparing our portions of the food, and then we start serving ourselves. We then put everything in the table and sit down. Monica sits beside me. Monica looks at me with expectant eyes. For some reason, I really do feel like she's looking at me with expectant eyes. It seems like she wants to see my reaction to her food. Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead. This is the first time that I eat Monica's cookie. I'm a bit excited about it. I finally taste the miso soup. It takes me a while to make up my words. I sit there staring blankly for a couple of seconds. The soup is incredibly good. At first glance it looks like a normal miso soup, but each ingredient perfectly harmonizes with the other, creating a perfect balance. Sorry, I'm opening my I'm opening the I don't know the name right now in any language. Bottle which you can keep things warm or cold in. So, how is it? How do you make miso soup this good? Did you use some kind of sorcery? It's a normal soup, actually. What? It seems that you don't believe me. You know, they say that food tastes better when it's made with love. And it tastes even better if it's made by the person that you love. I do feel like that counts, like... They're like... When it's food made by friends or family, like... As much as I talked about them earlier, I still have the problem that I still do love them. And I know they still love me, it's just... some opinions they have, but I do still cherish them. And... When they cook, it will always taste better than whatever you can get out there. I mean, we humans are pretty emotional beings, as much as some would like to deny it. So, if there is a connection to the person who made it, then I feel like we're bound to do that. And I'm not saying everyone is just extremely emotional, but saying that you just are never guided by emotions, I don't believe that, because emotions play a much larger role than you might expect them to do. Like, even when you, like, do something that just seems logical to you, the reason behind it could be something empathetic or something... It is probably something still filled with some type of desire as well. And the desire usually is also to reach some type of happiness or contentness by doing something which would result in something that makes you happy or something like that. So a lot of what we do really is just led by emotion. I'm not saying like you need to be emotional. Not everyone is an emotional person, but your decisions are made to a certain degree with emotion, or at least some type of desire to obtain a specific type of emotional state, which in turn makes it kind of also like a bit of a decision made by an emotion. Not exactly emotion, but like there is an emotional state and you want to, most likely, not always, but like in a lot of cases you want to improve an emotional state. I guess I can't argue with that. I have noticed that Monica, like even in Act 3, when I'm like thinking about what she says, I tend to... Monica makes me just want to talk a lot, I guess. About the simplest of things. I won't put up a warning for that. You'll have to deal with it. I guess that's just how it is with Monica and me. Oh god, that sounds a bit weird. Well, whatever. It's just how it is with Monica and me. I guess I can argue with that. They really like to use the oof-oof laugh in for every character. I feel like the one it would make most sense for would be like Yuri. Maybe Monica in some context, but I feel like it would mostly be Yuri. Definitely, I can't see Sayori doing it. That's why sometimes when I hear it, it's like, huh. Maybe in like a silly way. And Natsuki absolutely can't really see it unless as well in a silly way. The rice and salad also taste really good. Maybe you use some kind of sorcery. I'm not on that level yet. We finish eating our food and start cleaning the leftovers. We begin by washing the dishes. You know, Jasmine... Yes? This is the kind of life I've always wanted. Having a peaceful life, enjoying time with the one I love. It's like a dream come true. It's definitely not the latter. I thought about from, but I was like, then like, it would imply that we can't enjoy it now, and like, I'm enjoying it. Like, even if I know she isn't real, I can enjoy these things because I get attached to emotional characters, to characters emotionally. I get emotionally attached to characters. There you go. And it would imply, like, in the context that, like, if we're really thinking now she is, like, actually real in this context, that we're kind of not doing this, like, that we're not able to currently enjoy this together. I'm glad you're enjoying this. I'm kind of worried that she might take it as in, you're not enjoying this? Like, I'm literally worried that might be what she perceives. And I wish I could be there with you. It probably would be best if the DDS seekers were all outside, although the world is kind of shitty here. Can I take my budgies and my friends? Then I will gladly go. Even if we're not in the same reality, we can still enjoy these moments. Don't be sad about something that you can't experience yet. Be happy about what you can experience right now, and what might come true in the future. That's what I was thinking about with the latter too. Anyway, it's nighttime already. We could go to sleep or just watch some TV. What do you want to do, Jasmine? we can only go, let's watch TV. Okay. Well, I thought about, I thought someone was like, shouldn't I have been at least given an option? Like, what if I thought about, like, lying in bed and having, like, more deep conversations with Monica? But it could also be the chance, since this is a discontinued demo, that it was like, this part simply wasn't ready yet. Just give a minute to change into my pajamas. Monica goes upstairs to my room once more. Meanwhile, I sit on the couch and turn on the TV. This makes me think, what could Monica possibly enjoy watching? She normally spends her time reading. I can probably find a movie that she will find interesting. Monica comes back with her pajamas on. Here I am! Monica sits next to me. Hey, Jasmine. Let's turn up the lights. I feel more like a date that way. Alright. I get up and turn the lights off. Suddenly, the TV is on. It's the only thing lighting the whole room. I go back to the couch. Monica's relaxed herself a bit, having put her legs on the couch. I sit next to her. Monica's already watching the TV with the anime that I had left it a few moments ago. Dinner is about a group of girls who turn into school idols to save their school from closing down. Apparently, it's very popular. There's lots of merchandise and advertisement about it in Akihabara. I think, was this Niku Niku Ni thing? I've seen that image before of like these anime girls dancing. Wasn't there like Niku Niku Ni, something like that? The eyes looked similar to that. It's a rather easy show to get into if you don't watch too much anime. Mona's watching TV with a rather interested expression. I never thought that an anime could be this interesting. I'm always more into the reading. No, I feel like those are different eyes. This show seems like a lot of fun. I want to at least save this, since I need to skip later here anyway. Or is it? I have no idea. I've seen this image before too, in like a DDLC remix in the background. I think I literally took a screenshot of it because I thought it was so pretty. What's with this character and that boo boo? It'd be weird to hear someone say that in real life. You could say that it's a trademark feature. If I'm not mistaken, this episode has a quite nice insert song. Just wait a bit. Let's see then. A few minutes go by. Eventually, the insert song comes up. I don't know if it's like from an actual anime, but dance, dance, to find a passion. We were probably born for this very purpose. Oh, it's starting! I really like the song, so it'll be interesting to see Monica's reaction to it. It surprises me just how well the song is made. The rhymes combine nicely into such different tempos. It must have been a lot of work for the composers. And the combination between traditional Japanese music and modern rock is amazing. It's such a beautiful harmony. I never knew how much creative effort goes into making these kinds of things. Seeing Monica make these comments, it reminds me that she actually knows a bit of music. She used to practice piano and still does. Apparently she was composing her own song, but she never showed it to us. Yeah, I like the song a lot. That's kind of sad. This makes me think now that the mod may be at the end planned to show off like a new song, that she kind of created. Back when this episode was first released, a lot of people went crazy for it. I can see why. Hey, Jasmine. Yes? Have you seen this show before? Nope, I haven't. Oh, well, it's nothing weird. There's lots of anime coming out each season from what I know. I guess it's a bit difficult to follow each of them. Do you watch anime too? I do. It's nice to know something new about you. After watching this, I came to realize how entertaining it can be. I wish we could watch the shows that you like someday. Still, this reminds me, I told you once that I would love to spend a night on the couch together like this. It sure is like a dream come true. I wish that this moment would last forever. But we still have lots of things we can do, don't we? We get a whole week to spend our time together. Let's make sure to go to lots of places, okay? Roger that. Again, I'm glad that I fell in love with you. Oh, there's another inside song at the end of the episode. They sure put in a lot of effort for this show. Yeah, these kinds of shows tend to have a lot of music. Seems like my kind of show, doesn't it? It's just that the manga and anime that I kind of engage with is like not like slice of life usually. My friend kind of reads it sometimes, and so sometimes we're just really excited about it. I like watch it sometimes. We kind of read or watch it together. But most of the time I don't plan on picking that up on my own, like watching it by myself. Because my shows and manga that I like are more into the direction of like psychological things, psychological horror, psychological thriller, that stuff. There are some really nice slice of life manga and anime out there. It's just, personally, when I look at it, I don't immediately catch an interest. It's usually my friends who would have to get me into that. Mon and I stayed up late watching TV. It's already 11 PM and Monica looks a bit tired. It's quite late already. We should go to bed. I didn't expect that these animes would be so entertaining. The way that they make you care about characters is amazing. I guess it's something special about Japanese media if you compare it to stuff like Western shows. I must admit, I kind of agree, because most of the like movies or shows that I watch don't really catch as much my interest as does anime. But I have seen some cool ones too. Like, there are Western shows that are entertaining and make you care about the characters as well. And when it comes to novels, it's depends on the genre, I've noticed. Although I'm pretty sure it also is like with like personal preference. I'm sure specific novels in the romance section that I really just have no interest in, like, other people will care about the characters. So I don't really feel like there's any like complete and utter difference for it. There are also Japanese shows which my friends have watched, or like manga, where they didn't exactly care about the characters, and sometimes that wasn't the point either of the series. I'll go works with. But the important part is that you enjoyed it too. Yes, finding something that we both enjoy feels really nice. We should try out more stuff together like this. If you're fine with it. Anyway, I'm starting to feel tired too. There was an anime for today. I never expect Monica to find anime this interesting. She told me that she preferred reading or watching anime a few times, but it does make me happy. The more we find things that we both enjoy together, the more my affection for her grows. But there's no way that I can say that out loud. Don't worry, I'm sure she knows. In the end, I'm still quite awkward about all this. It's my first time in a relationship after all. And the one I'm dating is Monica, our school's idol. We both go to my, or should I say, our room. Monica takes off her ribbon while I get into the bed. She then gets into the bed too. My bed is big enough for 2 people, so generally I sleep on this right side and avoid any movements that could bother Monica. I don't have a bed. I sleep on the couch. Like, I prepare it every evening to like set it up to be like kind of like a bed. But my current like apartment doesn't have that many rooms. And I feel like the couch works perfectly fine. My old bed was broken before I moved anyway. And if I have a couch, that probably is better for my back anyway, because it's like the what do you call it? Texture of the couch. It's like not too hard, but also harder than the mattress, which would usually like I have noticed that my back seems to improve due to the couch, so I don't see a problem with it. I'm still not completely used to this, but it still feels really nice. If anyone at school outside from the literature club knew about this, I don't think I'd make it. I don't think I'd make it out alive. Jasmine? I look over to Monica. She's looking at my face. Our faces are quite close like this. Good night. Monica says that with a sweet smile. It makes my heart skip a beat. I try my best and show an awkward and embarrassed smile. Good night. Monica smiles a little bit more. She then turns around to the direction opposite of me. I calm myself and turn to my direction. Some minutes pass. I begin to feel more and more tired. Eventually, we both fall asleep.